Good morning, folks. Welcome to my lock shot video on who helps me with what products in order to lock and curl my hair and still keep my hair nappy headed and afro eccentric. You already know who that is. You've already seen on this platform. So I have several other platforms, as you know. You've already seen who it is. Kevin Hunty is kind of like God said, go. God said, go, because I mean, I've cut my hair 3 times. And God said, go. Kevin Hunty does his thing with my hair. Beginning in my Aaliyah days, rock the boat days, and my hair just starts to flourish like you just cut that yesterday. Why you got hair on your head? His name is Kevin Hunty, and God blessed his hands in order to bless my roots and my scalp in order to let my hair grow. Okay, so y'all can say what up to Kevin Hunty. He's at Tonic today, Scarborough Town Center. Go say what up to Kevin Hunty. He's my hairstylist. He's why I always get my locks back in 6 months. And these are the products recommended to me by Kevin Hunty for different jobs for my hair type. My hair type. Not everybody's hair type is great for these products because it can cause your sebum to be weak if you use these products. And on top of that, what happens, what makes me feel special about my hair products, not my body parts this time, but I get different um, enzymes. Once I purchase these, the ones that I purchase are switched off, and I get different enzymes because my scalp is different. I get different enzymes put in the hair products so that it's made specifically for my scalp because I am blood type O. And there's not a lot of people on this planet that is a blood type O, which means that this is not going to work for your sebum or your scalp. My daughter is a blood type A plus plus. I'm a blood type O plus negative. So this stuff will not work for my daughter's hair, okay? I've had to fix a few girls' hair who thought they could use my hair products, um, but it doesn't work. I fixed their hair. I've made sure they get the proper stuff for their hair, but this stuff just won't work for you because of the enzymes that I placed in my hair. So when you come in, trust me, my skincare products, enzymes that are blood type O specific, is in those skincare products. Enzymes that are in these hair products are blood type O specific enzymes. Okay? So just because you see me buy it in the store, it doesn't mean that I bought it without the enzymes being already prepped in another product, waiting in the freezer bank for me to pay for it to pick it up. It doesn't really quite mean that, okay? Which is why Exodus 20 verse 15 says, "You shall not steal." Okay? So let's get into the products that Kevin Hunty has recommended for my hair specifically in order to keep it nice and locked and shiny and smooth and curly and Afrocentric all in one large sentence. Okay? But first of all, let's start off with a brand that I developed with Kevin Hunty as Beyonce, which is Love, Beauty, and Planets. Love, Beauty, and Planets. This is my brand as Beyonce. This we all know what happened there. This is the coconut milk and white jasmine hairspray. This is good for new growth. Excellent for new growth for those that have blood type O like mine, or if you have blood type A plus plus like mine, you can definitely use this hair product. But what you you get on the store shelf is going to be the plain mainstream version of Love, Beauty, and Planet. I just have enzymes in mine that allows my hair to flourish and grow, and this is for when I have absolutely new growth in my hair that is literally hanging off by a thread, kind of like how a leaf is ready to fall off a tree type of situation. That's when I use this in my hair. All of a sudden, boom, there's a new branch for the hairpiece to hang on to, and it flourishes into a new segmented growth, which gives my hair its thickness. So, this is what this is for from my brand Love Beauty and Planet. By the way, I also have body washes and I now also have hair products. Okay, now also recommended to me by Kevin Hunty. Y'all know that I'm dyeing my hair or I am pre-processing dyeing my hair, which means yes, eventually I am going to be going back to applying the perm in my hair, but not at a full ratio because I want my hair to come back curly. I want my hair to come back curly. So I'm kind of working on something with Kevin Source, not Kevin Hunty, but with Kevin Source in a form of a temporary perm so that I can wash my hair and it can come back nice and curly and I can have my curly hair when I want to have my curly hair. But when I put the perm in, the temporary perm in, I can have my straight hair without having to worry about having heat destroy my hair. But that's also a coming topic too. So I'm temporarily to permanently dyeing my hair with this, which will what this is made to do is it is made to lock in your curl pattern so that when you had heat or any straightening chemicals to it, your hair goes back curly immediately. So this is it's surprising that it's colored, but it is colored to do that. This is the Christine S. Rose Gold Temporary Tint, and this is for pre-lightened or highlighted blonde hair, temporary toning, instant blush color. So what I'm training my hair to do with this is that when I use heat on it, because right after I use this, I always go in with a heat and I temporarily straighten my hair with a blow dryer. My hair comes back popping back curly. It comes back popping back curly. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This comes back popping right out nice and curly. Nice and curly and you know, well, Afrocentric. So, will it work? Yes, it will. But what kind of heat? That's why there's different strengths of Kristen S in order to bring my nice curly nappy hair back once you've used heat or, well, a temporary straightening product like a perm box. Don't burn your head with the perm box now. I still got a hole in mine when I did that at a younger age. Not the hairdresser's fault though, because my hair is really strong. My hair is really strong. That's why it happened. Not the hairdresser's fault. Other than not Kristen S. This is Fakaya. This is Fakaya Baby Blonde Shampoo, Brightening and Boost Effect Blonde Lumino. I thought it said something else, trust me. It says blonde. There's only one O and an N, not two. It's blonde. Blonde is blonde. Okay? And I do like this shampoo, but I use this shampoo mostly for when I'm getting ready to put this in. I cleanse it with this and then I add in the dye after. And then once I have dyed my hair, and I usually do this in the summertime, I go in with a conditioner in order to smooth and soften my hair in order to make sure that the summer heat does not dry out the dye too quickly. Okay? Doesn't dry out the dye too quickly. and I don't have to worry about wasting my time. And I've used this one can 3 times, and yes, my hair is dyed. However, it's just taking a really long time to get the root color in. So this is what I'm doing with this, is getting the root color in with this in order to use the sharpening color, which is the color boost, the clear all color boost. Once I have set this and I have got the color roots in my hair, color boost them to completely dye my hair permanently red to blonde eventually. Okay? Eventually. Ha ha ha. It can't be that funny to you, but the black bitch with the blonde hair, is she that blonde and dumb? Not really when you want to be that. Hmm. This one is from Mark Anthony. This is the Color Bond Instant Color Sealer. I have not used this one yet for a reason, because there's a couple more uses to this one before I can seal this one in my hair. So it kind of takes a full can use of this in order to get to this, but I do have it in order to seal the color in my roots so that I can use the color bond. So it's going to take a long time for me to dye my hair to that color reach joint. It's going to take a really long time, but I have it for when it does get there. And I think we're ready to halfway test it with the color bond in order to see if it will pick up on more blonde in my hair, because it does show up red, but when it does dry down, it eventually goes to blonde because it goes to the color and the tone of my skin. So I think we're almost there to give this one a first try. A first try, and I've been doing this for 3 years now. So we'll see. Well, I technically started this in 2024,